Have you ever walked into a room and the air felt different? People glance your way, some intrigued, some uneasy, as if they can sense a shift they can't explain. Maybe you've noticed how conversations pause or how some people seem to light up in your presence, while others avoid eye contact entirely. What is it about you that causes this reaction? Why does your presence seem to shake others, even when you're not trying? Here's the truth. You're not like everyone else, and that's your power. Your presence holds a mirror to the world around you. It reflects truths people often hide from, challenges they've avoided, and potential they've left untapped. In today's video, we're diving deep into the mirror effect. Why your authenticity, strength, and unapologetic light make you unforgettable, and sometimes intimidating. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand the profound effect you have on others, but you'll also learn how to embrace it fully, without apology or hesitation. And hey, before we get started, let me know in the comments. Has anyone ever told you, there's something about you I can't quite figure out? If they have, type mirror below because today, we're unlocking what makes you so captivating. Let's start with a story. Imagine a crowded office meeting. Everyone nods in agreement with the boss, even though the idea on the table is flawed. No one speaks up except for one person. That person questions the plan, suggests a better approach, and instantly disrupts the flow. That person is you. You see, society thrives on invisible rules. Don't make waves, fit in, don't shine too brightly. These unwritten norms tell us to conform, to blend in, to prioritize comfort over authenticity. But you don't follow those rules. Instead, you challenge them by simply being yourself. Here's an example. Emily was a young entrepreneur in a male-dominated industry. At networking events, she didn't try to fit the mold of what others expected. Instead, she spoke boldly, shared innovative ideas, and carried herself with unwavering confidence. Some people admired her. Others dismissed her as too much, but years later, those same skeptics were the ones reaching out for advice when her business soared. By challenging the invisible rules, you remind people that they're just that, rules. They're constructs, not laws of nature. And that's what unsettles people. It forces them to question the limitations they've accepted for themselves. Have you ever broken an unwritten rule and faced pushback for it? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to know how you handled it. Your strength is magnetic because it comes from within. It's not just about outward success. It's about the battles you've fought in silence, the fears you've confronted, and the resilience you've built along the way. But here's the thing, most people avoid those battles. They fear discomfort, so they settle for comfort zones, even if it means living a life that feels hollow. When they see you, someone who's faced challenges head-on and emerged stronger, it's both inspiring and unsettling. Let me share Ravi's story. Ravi grew up in a small town where everyone believed in playing it safe. Get a secure job, settle down, and never dream too big. But Ravi had other plans. He wanted to open a chain of eco-friendly cafes. His family and friends thought he was crazy, yet he persisted, facing countless rejections and setbacks. Years later, his cafes are thriving, and those who doubted him now look up to him. Here's the truth. Your presence reminds people of the battles they've avoided and the risks they've been too afraid to take. It's not that they dislike you. It's that your courage forces them to confront their own fears, and that's not easy for everyone. Have you ever inspired someone to step out of their comfort zone, even unintentionally? Share your experience, I'd love to hear about it. This is where it gets deep. Your presence doesn't just challenge others. It holds up a mirror. It reflects back to them their unspoken insecurities, unfulfilled dreams, and the truths they've buried. Here's an example. Sophia was always the life of the party. She was confident, unapologetic, and full of energy. But one day, a close friend confessed that they sometimes felt insecure around her. Not because of anything Sophia did, but because her light made them painfully aware of the ways they dimmed their own. When you live authentically, you unintentionally force others to examine their own lives. For some, this is empowering. It inspires them to grow and embrace their own potential. But for others, it's deeply uncomfortable. It's easier to project negativity onto you than to face the truths you reveal. Have you ever been accused of being too much or making someone feel less than? Think about it. Was it really about you or something within them? Let's discuss this in the comments. Here's something fascinating about you. People love certainty. They want to put others into neat little boxes, to label and define them because it makes the world feel more predictable. But you're not easily defined. You're the kind of person who doesn't wear your entire story on your sleeve. Instead, you allow your actions, your energy, and your presence to speak for themselves. This makes you an enigma, a mystery they can't solve. Take historical icons like James Dean or Princess Diana. Their depth and complexity captivated people, leaving them wanting more. You don't have to be famous to have this effect. Your authenticity and refusal to conform create the same magnetic pull. Have you ever been told that you're hard to read or that people are drawn to your mystery? Share your thoughts. I'd love to know how you see this in yourself. Perhaps the most powerful reason your presence shakes others is that you refuse to shrink. While many people dim their light to make others feel comfortable, you've chosen to shine unapologetically. This doesn't mean you're boastful or arrogant. It means you've embraced your brilliance and stopped seeking permission to exist fully. And that's revolutionary in a world that often teaches us to blend in. Think of Marcus, a charismatic public speaker who always lights up the room. Some people are inspired by his energy, while others feel overshadowed, but Marcus never dims his light to make others feel better. Instead, he invites them to shine alongside him. When you refuse to shrink, you challenge others to do the same. And while some will rise to the occasion, others will retreat, feeling threatened by the energy you exude. When was the last time you held back to make someone else comfortable? How did it feel, and would you do it differently now? Let's talk about it in the comments. Your presence is powerful. It's not just about what you say or do, it's about who you are. You don't just walk into a room, you transform it. You challenge norms, reflect truths, and inspire others to confront their potential. Not everyone will understand you. Some will admire you. Others may envy or fear you. But one thing is certain. No one will ever forget you. If this video spoke to you, if it reminded you of your strength or made you see your presence in a new light, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you're joining a community that celebrates authenticity, growth, and unapologetic living. Comment unstoppable if you're ready to embrace your power fully. Remember, the world doesn't need more people who blend in. It needs more people like you, people who shine brightly and refuse to shrink. The journey doesn't end here. Stay with us because the best is yet to come. Keep shining, keep growing, and never, ever dim your light.